Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you one of the most powerful features inside Gemini that most people overlook, and that is Canvas. Gemini Canvas transforms the way you work. You can edit content, build dashboards, generate slides, and create interactive outputs all in one place. I'll walk you through 5 practical use cases that show how Gemini becomes a serious productivity tool, so let's get started. For our first use case, we're going to see how we can now edit and refine our writing directly inside Gemini. Let's say we're drafting a short business article for LinkedIn or a company blog about how AI agents are transforming small business operations. We're going to use Canvas as a live editing workspace and improve the article step by step. Here's the prompt I'm going to enter. Write a 500-word article explaining how AI agents are transforming small business operations in 2026. Include examples in retail, education, and professional services. Keep the tone professional and practical. But before I submit, I'm going to go to Tools, then Canvas, and then select it. Now, when the article generates, it opens in a structured workspace on the side, and you can see it has a clear headline, an introduction, and separate sections with their own subtitles, and a short conclusion. Now, here's where Canvas becomes powerful. Instead of copying this into a document and editing it there, I can work directly inside this space. For example, I can shorten the introduction if it feels too generic. I can highlight the retail section and ask, add one real-world example with numbers to make this more concrete. I can select the whole article and change the tone from neutral to slightly persuasive. That's the key difference. You're not starting over, you're iterating. You can also change the length, shorter for LinkedIn, longer for a blog, change the tone, suggest edits, and when you're done, you can export it cleanly or copy only the final version. So basically, Canvas turns article writing into an interactive editing process instead of a one-shot response. For our second use case, we're going to use Gemini Canvas to build a fully interactive smart personal budget planner that tracks spending, calculates savings in real time, alerts me when I overspend, and stores previous months in a visual history dashboard so I can actually see how my financial behavior changes over time. So here's the prompt I'm going to enter. Build a fully interactive smart personal budget planner as a single HTML file with embedded CSS and JavaScript that runs in Canvas Preview. Let users enter income, adjust spending across key categories with live totals, progress bars, savings rate, overspending alerts, and a financial health badge. Include a Save Month button that stores data and creates a visual history dashboard with trends. Use clean, responsive design and instant updates. No external libraries. And again, we're going to go to Tools, then select Canvas, and we'll submit, and it starts to generate our app. Once it's generated, we can copy the link and open it as a full web page, and look at this app. You can enter your monthly income, adjust your spending with sliders, watch the remaining balance update instantly. You can see a visual distribution of your spending, and when you click Save Snapshot, the data is stored and added to your budget history dashboard, and now you can track trends over time, compare months, and see whether your financial position is improving. For our third use case, we're going to turn a sales spreadsheet into an executive performance dashboard. Let's say you have a 12-month sales spreadsheet with revenue by product line, regional performance, customer acquisition numbers, and return rates. Normally, you'd scroll through rows and columns and try to manually spot patterns. Instead, we're going to turn that spreadsheet into a structured executive dashboard inside Canvas. So first, I upload the spreadsheet. Then here's the exact prompt I'm going to enter. Act as a senior business analyst. Analyze the attached 12-month sales dataset and identify key revenue trends, top-performing products, underperforming regions, and customer acquisition patterns. Build a clean, interactive executive dashboard with visual charts showing revenue growth over time and regional comparisons, product performance breakdown, and acquisition trends. Include a concise 3-point executive summary highlighting risks and opportunities. And before I submit, I go to Tools, then Canvas, and then we generate. And you can see we get a live working dashboard with our data. You'll see our top metrics and the total annual revenue, the top product. Then we get a short executive summary. We also get a breakdown of our revenue mix, the revenue growth trend. And if we go to the detailed analytics, we also get a number of charts that fully explain our data. So instead of just analyzing data, you're building a decision-ready executive dashboard directly from your spreadsheet inside one workspace. For our fourth use case, we're going to build a presentation in Gemini using Canvas, but using the sources stored in NotebookLM. This is powerful because you can access your notebooks inside Gemini without switching platforms. The content comes from your actual uploaded sources, which reduces generic outputs. You can generate structured presentations without copying text back and forth between tools. So here's what we'll do. Click Add Files, choose NotebookLM, and then select the notebook you want to use. I'm going to use this Notebook AI and Robotics, Future Impact on Jobs. Once it's added, again, we'll select Canvas and then enter this prompt. Create a professional 12-slide executive presentation. Structure the slides with clear titles and concise bullet points. Include current AI and robotics trends, impact on employment sectors, emerging skill demands, economic implications, risks, and future outlook. Now, when I hit submit, Gemini reads directly from the NotebookLM source and generates our structured slides. You'll see a title slide, logically ordered sections, concise executive-ready bullet points, and a final key takeaways slide. And the key difference is this: the presentation is not generic. It reflects the actual arguments and evidence inside your notebook. If I want to refine it, I can add more instructions here. You can also export the slides once they're generated, and you can edit them on Google Slides. So instead of manually extracting insights from NotebookLM and then building slides separately, you're using Gemini and Canvas to transform your source material into a structured presentation in one workflow. So for our fifth use case, we're going to use Gemini Canvas to build a simulation. So here I'm going to ask Gemini to create a population and resources simulator, a visual model where each moving dot represents a person, and the system evolves over time based on a few simple controls. I'll paste my prompt and again go to Tools and select Canvas. And look at this. Gemini creates a full simulation of our model. You can see the simulation area at the top with the population moving in real time. Then here we have 3 controls: birth rate, resource supply, and healthcare. These sliders let you change the system conditions while the simulation is running. Now watch what happens when we push the birth rate up but keep resources low. The population starts climbing fast, the resource bar drops, and the status badge shifts from sustainable to strained and then to critical. In the dashboard, you can see the live numbers updating: population size, births per minute, deaths per minute, and resources per person, and the event log explains the shifts as they happen. This is what makes Canvas different. You can build a live model you can interact with, and whether you use this for teaching and learning, this is a perfect way to visualize concepts and ideas, and you can even use it as a quick way to prototype a simple simulation before you formalize a model. So that was Gemini Canvas in action, from editing articles and building apps to analyzing data, creating presentations from NotebookLM, and even running live simulations, all inside one workspace. The key takeaway is this: it's not just about getting answers, it's about building structured, interactive outputs that you can actually use. I hope you found this useful and that it gave you a few practical ideas you can try straight away. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown, and let me know in the comments which use case you'd like me to explore further. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos for more workflows, and I'll see you in the next one.